Hello Capricorn, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So firstly, I apologize for the delay. I have actually not been feeling well. I'm doing much better now, but still a little bit of dizziness. I had an infection, and so there's just a bit of vertigo that I've been experiencing, and hopefully next time round in the next week or so I'll be feeling much better. So also today I'm going to be shuffling not on the screen, so I just have to keep it on my lap just because I'm still feeling a little bit slightly dizzy. All right, so this is a general love reading, and I'm going to be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level, what it is that they are feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using, it's the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sofia Marashinsky. So this is a general reading, love reading, and it will not resonate with everyone out there. Hopefully it does, especially if it's a positive reading. All right. The first card we have here is Compassion, followed by Synthesis, then we have Fear, after Fear we have Beliefs, wow, and after Beliefs we have Crisis. Wow, this is a Capricorn, a lot of struggle here from this person as well. They're not really feeling the greatest. Boundaries. Then we have Doubt. So these are not a whole lot of positive cards, guys. But that just simply means that the person is also going through a lot. They're struggling a lot right now. Great. We just had to have a card that fell down. 1 second. Okay. We have here Hearth and Home. Now this is going to be an intense reading. A lot of things have happened between the both of you energetically, and there's a lot of differences of opinions here. The mindset is very different. So you have, after Boundaries, you have Doubt, and then you have Hearth and Home, followed by Relationship under the bottom of the deck. All right. So I am going to express to you what it is that this individual is feeling towards you currently. Just give me 1 sec. All right. My dear Capricorn, I understand I've put you in a very compromising position, very compromising situation. There are many things that I now know that you have to go through. I understand where you're coming from, and I feel compassion for you. I feel empathy. I didn't look at things from this perspective before, but now I do. My ideas that once were very closed-minded, now I realize that you come from a different place. Your situation is unique. The experiences that you have faced and gone through make you who you are. There's a part of me that feels sorry for you. There's a part of me that also feels compassion. But that's all it is right now. I simply have this realization that, okay, you are going through, and you have gone through some issues. In addition to everything you and I have been through energetically. Right now, there is a lot of lack. There's a lack of peace and harmony in this connection. Things could be easy as they were before. Things could flow better, but they do not. And I have realized this. Once there was peace and harmony, and now in this connection, there's a lack of that, and I would like to restore it. But there's a problem. Not only have I lost confidence, but I have lost the self-esteem and courage I used to have once about this connection. I'm no longer as confident about this connection as I once was. There's things about our connection and things about you that make me nervous. And what truly makes me nervous is the fact that our opinions are just so different, and I really don't want to face those. I don't want to know, and I don't want to hear again and again so many things that you and I have spoken and expressed. I do realize that you and I were born and brought up differently. We have different values. There's so much that is unique and so much that is different. I do feel that it is important to think about where you're coming from, what kind of a life you've lived. I understand I need to see things from your perspective. But I'm not used to what you have been through. And that causes an issue. That causes a crisis in my mind. I become overwhelmed. Just thinking about the things I would have to do and change and adjust to. It's beyond me. You have no idea how difficult it is for me to adjust. And to think and put myself in your shoes. There are certain things that I believe in, and I know you don't think it's right sometimes, but I am who I am, and this is the way I feel. My mind right now, I am quite overwhelmed with feelings and emotions, and I'm not able to sort these feelings and emotions out. I find it difficult. There is a lot of mental anguish, anxiety, frustration, and impatience. And for that reason, I'm very confused, and so I do not make a move because I do not want to make a mistake. And all I have done is put up boundaries, trying to keep my distance, because we are quite different. And it is this set of beliefs that have created doubts in my mind about this connection moving forward. I wonder, would this relationship last? Will it last? I wonder and I think about this, and now I have doubts. If we continue being as different as we are, not on the same page, not agreeing, always arguing, then I doubt we can ever be together. I do feel that you are someone that is so close to me like family, which is why I am very blunt and very honest with you sometimes. There's something about you that just makes me feel very cozy, very much at home. Overall, I feel that this relationship could have potential, as long as you see my side of the situation, and I will try my best to see your side. That way, this relationship can flourish. All right, Capricorn. A lot of differences. So some of you may be experiencing religious beliefs that are different, lifestyles. The idea that a relationship has to be a certain way. Somebody might want to get married, another person might just want to not get married. There's several things here in the connection, and this may resonate with just a few of you, but there's a lot of differences here. And, you know, the only thing you can possibly do is always come to some type of compromise. Meet in the middle. That's the only way you can make a connection work if you have beliefs issues. So beliefs could be anything from your culture, your religion, your mindset, your lifestyle, the way you think relationships should be. It could be anything. It's basically your opinions and this person's opinions. They're just not, you're not on the same page. I mean, the books are completely different. That's how different you are sometimes. And this individual feels doubt because of all that. They doubt that the connection would work out further. Now I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. So I'm going to have a look at what it is that is causing one of the main issues here, coming from this other person. Okay, that was a flipper. Came right out. 7 of Arrows. Let's just see, is that straight? Oh, that's straight. Okay, and then we have the 7 of Cups. Interesting, 2 sevens. So let's have a look at the 7 of Arrows. The person, again, in regards to their beliefs, their thought process, their opinion, their idea, they're being very defensive. They're being cautious of what they're saying and going forward. They're kind of walking on eggshells now. And they feel the need to protect themselves. Right now, they're also feeling vulnerable, which is why they have put up boundaries. There's a sense of paranoia and feeling defensive for what they believe in. A part of them is also feeling guilty, though. So when you see paranoia, now the word paranoia is here, but also when you have the fear card, which is what I had here earlier, the fear card, for those of you that, you know, don't remember it, you can just rewind, have a look. The fear card also talks about paranoia, being fearful, right? Afraid. So this individual is almost afraid of talking about a certain topic because it's almost as if it's going to, you know, blow up in your face. Like, let's not go there. Let's not touch that sensitive topic because it gets you upset. That's the issue here. But the problem is, a topic is a topic. Words are words. Feelings are feelings. Sometimes we just have to swallow our pride, whatever we have, and listen to the other person. Just listen. Think about where they're coming from. The issue here is also they have to have the same feelings. They have to know where you're coming from. There's a need to be a bit more open and mature about this connection. Not just you, Capricorn, but the other person as well. The fact that they know there's certain things that bother you and they're not talking about it, in one way it's okay because you're not actually dealing with it. But that's literally somebody hiding something for the rest of your life. You don't want something to be hidden. In the relationship, you want everything to be out in the open. You need to be comfortable talking about certain topics. There are certain topics that you just can't talk about, but at least have one last conversation about it. This person is having this issue. They don't want to talk to you about certain things because they're afraid there may be a disagreement or an argument once again. Here we have the 7 of Cups. Seven of Cups talks about the individual that you're thinking about here. They need to make choices because they have been very indecisive and they have been living in a fantasy land. They have been overindulging in thoughts in the mind and not really making things practical. What they have done, and they're still doing, is they're allowing fantasies to influence how they view life. And they're projecting onto others instead of seeing things as they truly are. So yeah, they're blaming other people instead of seeing things as they truly are. That is what this individual is doing. And they're also living in Fufu land. Fufu land. Basically not living in reality, not planning practically, not being realistic. And that's the problem, right? You can't be in a fantasy land when you're in a relationship. Everything has to be real if you are to move forward. So that is something that this person is doing. They're having issues in this manner. And that's why there's a little bit of a blockage, or, you know, like I don't want to use the word stoppage. There's no such thing as stoppage. But like a blockage, right? Like they're literally stopping the communication between the both of you because they don't want any more misunderstandings. And it's not even a meaning of misunderstanding. They just don't want to piss you off. That's why they put up their boundaries too. And they're paranoid. They're paranoid about mentioning something again. So, let's have a look at the Beginner's Tarot deck. 6 of Pentacles. The first card. Let me just slowly move my head. I want to see if this is straight. Yep, okay. 6 of Pentacles. So these are any actions, any intentions that this individual has towards you. Is anything going to happen further? Okay, not bad at all. Ace of Pentacles, very nice. Then we have the 2 of Swords. Followed by the Page of Wands. Yeah, guys, this person really is just living in a fantasy land. After the Page of Wands, you have here the 7 of Swords. So why do I say that? What I'm seeing here, first of all, this person, 6 of Pentacles, they do want to take you out, like for a nice meal. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, coffee, something. They want to be with you. They want to just hang out with you and talk to you. They do want this, which is good. The intention is there. Are they taking any action? Not yet. I don't see that yet. But they're almost about to take action. In their heart, Ace of Pentacles, they really have thought long and hard about this. And they do, you know, the reason why they hesitate and they don't want to create a big argument is because they don't want to lose you forever. You remember you had the relationship card right there earlier. Why is that there? Because they actually want a relationship with you. So even if there's so much nonsense going on, at the end of the day, this individual still loves you. They do love you. They want to make an offer to you, and they want to make a solid offer built on reality, not in fantasy any longer. But for now, what they're also doing is a part of the issues that you are facing. They are closing themselves off. Their heart is closed. They have a blindfold on. They don't want to see it. They don't want to hear about it. This is some type of, you guys might want to mention, like, and, what is this? There's something going on here. And it appears that there's some type of repetition of a topic, and it's causing an issue. And here we also have, Capricorn, this individual coming back into your life with a romantic message. They do, like I said, they do want you. They desire you. However, Seven of Swords. They are being a little sneaky, working behind the scenes so that you don't get caught, so that they don't get in trouble because of their type of beliefs that they have. This is really difficult. I'll give you an example, and it might be a bit extreme. Where my background's from, India, my parents, and further along back, all the way to the Middle East and ancient times and other places. But my parents were born and brought up in India, and I've lived there for a long time. And one of the main issues that I've experienced there is, for example, myself, okay? Let's use my own example, okay? I'm Christian. A long, long time ago, I was very much in love with someone who was Sikh. He didn't wear a turban, but he's very religious. And his family was actually much religious, but he was, one of the new kids on the block, and it's different with new generations. They're not as religious as the ones before. And that's just the way it is with millennials and all that. So what happened was we were restricted because of religion. The belief system came in the way, you see. Now I am married to someone else. Funny, he's Hindu. So it's, but he totally supports me in what I do. And we're very, he's very he's so different. He's a sweetheart. So the thing is, you see, what I'm seeing here, the example I'm about to give you, is that it's as if somebody here, let's for example say somebody is Christian, they are not allowed to get married, or they're not allowed to associate with someone who is a Sikh, for example, okay? But what's happening here? Sneakiness. Sneakiness. The love still exists. The passion is still there. The love is still there, wanting a commitment. The parents may say one thing. It wasn't actually my family. It was their family. They wanted somebody who was a Sikh girl, which is fine. But the issue here is that secretively somebody will still be meeting and talking and chatting still. So even though there may be some type of restriction, this could be culture, this could be religion, this could even be, for example, somebody who is in a third-party situation. This could even be that, where you are not allowed to be talking to someone else, but sneakily somebody's trying to get through and talk and communicate without the world knowing. Beliefs is the biggest word here. The key word for this reading is beliefs. There's something going on here which is very, very different. And it's difficult for the both of you to be together because of external beliefs. That's the key thing here. There is passion, there is a commitment, there's a desire to have that, but somebody doesn't want to talk about it because it's like, you're just going to get into an argument again. So let's avoid that, and let's just do what we can do privately and quietly, and let's just meet up. Let's just have fun. So, with me and the man I was supposed to be getting married to very, very, very long time ago, he is now, I believe, happily married, has kids and all. But the thing is that sometimes you are restricted in your life because of certain circumstances and people and beliefs. And there are some who do go behind their parents' back, or some who do engage in certain things without letting people know. But why do they do it? Because it's love. Because this person wants you and you want them, but there's secret here. So even if there's a belief issue, guys, this still means that something's still going to happen. You guys are still going to be communicating with one another, and you're going to push the beliefs aside. Just make sure, for those of you that may find yourself in a third-party situation, think about the long-term effects of this on your own life. If this person is attached to someone else, how is this going to work out for you? And how is it going to work out for them as well as the person that they're with? Passion and love, it's very difficult to put yourself in that situation because you're just so involved and you're just so in love with this person. But think about it. Think about it logically and practically. Remember, this person is living very much in a fantasy. You might be their fantasy, but for you, this is your reality. You need to make things real, and you need to make it so that you can actually have a real future, not a secretive future, guys. All right, I will stop talking there. I hope I was able to kind of explain that so that you guys kind of understand. I know there's probably many, many, many scenarios out there. And you know what? Not all Sikhs are like that. I'm just going to say I know plenty of Sikh people who have married, oh my goodness, variety of religions. So these days, I mean, I would say now in my life, 20 years later, this thing happened 20 years ago, okay? 20 years later, so much has changed in generations ever since the internet started. People and cultures have just changed. And things have evolved, right? People are more open-minded, more caring. There's not that much of a struggle, but I know some of you who may be from families that are very, traditional. You have to keep those traditions going, and it's just the way it is in your society. Some people are able to do this, and some people are able to ignore it. It's all about where you come from, and what family you're from, and what culture you're from. And it's not easy. It's very, very difficult. The worst thing you can do is what I've seen in many places when you can't be together. Youngsters, teenagers who are in love, kind of like Romeo and Juliet, they just end up taking their own life. Oh, we're not in this lifetime. Maybe we can be in a next lifetime together. No. Bad idea. That is just bad karma for you and your soul. Making a pact, not a good idea. Here we have messages from Archangel Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel. There you go. Don't stop giving and receiving love. And find some people in your life who are helpful. This could be a good friend, family member. Somebody who you really trust, that you can talk to, who has experience in relationships. All right. So I do see, earlier there was the crisis card. There was so much going on. Peaceful resolution, Capricorn. So you guys will be able to actually end up becoming closer to this person after you get some ideas from some people with helpful information. You're going to be receiving peaceful resolution. Here we have take action. So you are going to be the one who is going to have the upper hand in this connection, where you're going to be the one who has more confidence. Remember, this person has fear, and so because of the fear, they are feeling insecure. There's a lack of confidence. There's a lack of self-esteem. So you're going to have to be the one that's going to take the lead. Oh, excellent. Look at that. The situation will improve. Very good. So Capricorn, whatever situation you're stuck in right now, don't think this is, the end-all be-all. It's not going to be like that. It's going to be better for you. Here we have communicate clearly. Now with communicate clearly, you know, if and when you ever send out a text message, an email, or if you're talking on the phone, try to just read it back to yourself. Try to hear yourself. Do you sound rude, or do you sound indirect in any way? Communicate clearly. In your connection, Capricorn, there has been a lack of communication for a while. So when you do get this opportunity, try to be sweet, try to be gentle. Try to don't taunt this person, don't speak indirectly, do not be sarcastic. Try to simply be as clear and concise as possible, and don't even make your talk very long. Like literally, I'm not joking, literally like bullet points. Know exactly what you have to say to this person, because one day in the near future, you're going to be talking to this person. There is going to be peaceful resolution. You don't have to be nervous around the person, okay? But just know what it is that you want to say. Because sometimes we end up talking to somebody and we get tongue-tied. We just don't know what to say. But if you prepare yourself, maybe 2 or 3 points that you'd like to make, let this person know how you feel. And why. What is the reason why you feel like this? That's very important. Here it talks about a new direction. Now, new direction in this case doesn't talk about you leaving this person and finding a completely new direction. Here, in regards to those of you that want to stay in this connection, you'll be able to see a different approach to this individual. Your approach is going to change. So like I usually say with this card, it's like the destination is the same, but the route might be different. Maybe it's this way, maybe it's this way. The approach will be different, but the destination is the same. You might have been repeating something over and over again, and it just wasn't working. So I don't know that phrase, but there's a phrase where, you keep the same method and you'll always get the same result. But if you change your method, your result will also change. That is something that has to happen here. This entire reading, Capricorn, has been really impactful because you might not even have realized that there's a certain topic that is so close to your heart that it is causing a problem in this connection. There's something going on here where there's distance between the both of you because of your beliefs. And very soon, you're going to be seeing things from a different perspective, and you will be able to approach things in a better way. And yes, it's going to be good. You're going to get a lot of goodness out of this because it says the situation will improve and you're going to have a peaceful resolution. Now, when you're talking about peace, that means that there were arguments and disagreements in this connection. So if that resonates for anyone, feel free to share. There could have been a lot of upsetness in this connection. All right, Capricorn, I have spoken a lot today. Thank you once again, guys, for viewing the video and for your love and support. And yes, thank heavens, I'm starting to feel a little better. Hopefully the next time around, I will be 100% back to my normal self. All right, then. You guys also take care and stay safe. Bye now.